This is the Anti-Weather Modification channel on YouTube, direct from the UK. The UK's Air Ministry and RAF were roped into monitoring weather modification experiments being carried out by the Met Office, the UK's National Meteorology Office, throughout the 1950s. The military role in the experiments was important, but they were assistants and not the overseers. MOD land was used in the Salisbury region for various experiments throughout the 1950s. Salisbury is where the famous Stonehenge is. 5 cloud seeding generators were placed in a line across an area extending 20 miles in this region. The experiments were officially known as Project Cumulus, but they were known as Operation Witch Doctor inside official circles. It's okay, I am neither a witch or a Nazi, I am from the future. I am here to talk about the weather modification operations taking place here today. Operation Witch Doctor was accused of causing the Lynmouth flood in the early 50s. Most researchers know about that event. A Freedom of Information request, a FOIA, in 2001, which was requested by the Liberal Democrat MP, Norman Baker of Lewis, contained a denial by the RAF that cumulus caused the flooding. The RAF also stated that if a rain enhancement activity occurred at the time, then it was outside of the remit of Project Cumulus. So, you can make of that what you will.
Just a quick reminder that the electronic noise disturbances in this and other videos are inserted by Microsoft's Movie Maker Pro, and they are not in the original clips or AWM production.
And also that the audio and video are in sync in the original clips. Movie Maker Pro trashes the clips, but that won't stop us here at the Anti-Weather Modification channel on YouTube. In 1955, the Yorkshire Observer reported that the Assistant Director of the Physical Research Department at the UK's Met Office, Mr. B.C.V. stated that, sooner or later, commercial rainmaking is bound to come to the UK and the government will have to decide how much control it is going to exercise. In April 1956, the Meteorological Research Committee, the MRC, released its first report, carried out by its cloud seeding panel, the CSP. They recommended that weather modification should be continued at the Salisbury Plain site, but it should not be rolled out in other areas, such as the requested weather modification in the northeast of England. 10 months later, in February 1957, the MOD announced via the Press Media Office that ground-based weather modification generator activity on Salisbury Plain would be temporarily paused due to the speculation that cloud seeding was responsible for flooding in the Thames Valley region. Keep that legislation comment from the Met Office guy in mind. It looks like the UK's official, on-the-record weather modification efforts ended by 1960. The WMO holds weather modification registers from the early 1980s up to 2006. The UK responded to all of the information requests with no activity. Fast forward to 2015, and in 2015, the Guardian newspaper featured a company that is based in Clapham, London, called Oliver's Travels, in an article. So, the post was titled, "The Guardian Gets Sustainable with Our Cloud Bursting Service." Obviously, cloud seeding is not sustainable. Let's be clear about that. For $100,000, the company offers a cloud seeding service that blue skies an area for your perfect day event. No records are made public about dates or locations. Standalone weather and climate modification legislation means that businesses like Oliver's Travels would need to notify the public about their planned operations. There are no legal obligations in the UK that oblige people to tell you if they are modifying your weather or carrying out experiments such as the geoengineering trials that have already occurred. And that's where we will pick it up next time. The geoengineering aspects in the UK are varied, and the public are having more influence on procedures than the institutions would like. Thanks for watching the Anti-Weather Modification channel on YouTube.